Pitch and fire. It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my...
Shot, Luke. Fresh out of class. This ball sucks.
In Platte Arena, the Foresters are taking on West Virginia Tech here today. They're 1-0, and Huntington sitting at 2-0 after scoring well over 100 points in their first 2 games. I'm Preston Husband alongside Ryan Holzapple. We've got another fun one in store for you here today.
Oh yeah, I mean it's going to be a good game as both teams came off a win last night as HU beat Kentucky Christian and West Virginia Tech beat Harris Stowe in a tight and 2 blowouts. So these are 2 good teams ready to face off today.
HU averaging 108 points per game. They're led by that man right there, Coach Corey Alford, who is now 65-30 in his career, 11 top 25 wins. Corey Alford has really walked onto HU's campus and flipped the script for this basketball program. They used to be a dominant force within the Crossroads League. They're right back to that same form now.
Yeah, I mean, HU has always had a pretty good basketball program, but Corey has really elevated his players in the recent years, and especially this year, to become one of the best teams in the entire NAIA.
So HU 2-0. They had a huge win last night. They look at a much tougher West Virginia Tech team here today. You can see the standings so far throughout the Crossroads League. Undefeateds up top, Grace and Huntington. Marion just 1-0. They played an exhibition last night down in Simon Skip Assembly Hall at Indiana University. The Foresters and Grace, that will be an interesting matchup this year. Those 2 teams were in the top 3 of the conference last year. Indiana Wesleyan always dynamite. And then you've got those teams below them. It's really anyone's ball game in this top conference across America.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a tough conference, and it really speaks to the coaches and the players of every single team as they are all committed to bringing their best to the court, and it shows with all the records. I mean, last year, Grace and Huntington had a really great matchup here in Platte Arena, and it's a lot of fun to watch, and I can't wait to see the rest of this Crossroads League.
And the Foresters lose some production with Hank Pulver and Ben Hummerkaus. Others have to step in, and last night we saw Drew Goodline have a big night, but the older brother, the 2-time All-American Zach Goodline, continues to lead the way for HU, and he's a player to watch across the entire country and a potential player of the year.
Yeah, I mean, he scored 25, scoring in pretty much every single way. He hit a 3. He was finishing at the rim with ease. He was running the offense, leaving wide open dunks for Landon Jordan, one of his favorite plays to run. I mean, and then his brother was just right there with him scoring, and they had 40 points together, which is really impressive.
And you can't forget Lane Sparks, who's also a preseason first-team All-Crossroads League player. He averaged 19 points per game last year. He's already averaging 17.5 this year. And, of course, West Virginia Tech had a runaway game last night as well.
Yeah, they won 88-51 against Harris Stowe, and a surprising blowout, as I don't think anyone was expecting them to run away with it the way they did, but it had to do with one of their best players.
And that was Brant Smithers, who had a great game, made 8 3-pointers, led the way with 24. He was helped out with the freshman Braden Chapman stepping up in his debut, had 16 points, and then a redshirt sophomore guard, Thomas Haley, also adding 16. You can see that it was just an offensive explosion from West Virginia Tech last night, and Brant Smithers was the one to lead the way. We've got about 1 minute till tip-off here. We'll take it to a short break for the national anthem and prayer, and then we'll have first tip between West Virginia Tech and Huntington University when we come back on FDN Sports.
I'm Megan Hosteller. I'm the producer of the In the Beginning, Our Purpose event, and currently we are getting ready for Britt Nicole to come in and just have an intimate worship night with here at HU with all of our students. We're currently getting ready for the camera team to come in, as well as the lighting and everything like that. Our whole team has just put in a lot of effort and time into this event, and we're just really excited to see how it pays off.
One of the big goals for this project is from our community. We want to bring people into this worship night to come in and have a really great experience, to be impacted. We want people to come in and worship God, and ultimately the goal is about finding our purpose. A lot of people are trying to figure out, hey, what's my purpose? Where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing the next 5, 10 years? There's going to be a lot of change happening. So what am I supposed to be doing? So the goal of the event is to help people find that purpose through worshiping God, through asking the Holy Spirit to grant us wisdom in these moments, grant us wisdom this night as we sing praises to you, as we receive wisdom from you, as we receive your truth tonight, and ultimately come together in a corporate community to praise you together.
When I saw the name of this, actually the first time I saw it, I think was like on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. In the beginning, our purpose, like this is truly why we were designed and created, was to worship God, you know? And so I love the name of it. I love that, you know, they had a heart and a vision to bring this to their school. And honestly, I've just been so excited, like leading up this whole month. Just my spirit has felt really excited and stirred for what God is going to do tonight.
We want to welcome you back into Platt Arena. We are just about ready for tip-off between West Virginia University Tech and the Huntington University Foresters. The Golden Bears last night had a great night offensively. They moved to 1-0 on the year. The Foresters at 2-0 after scoring over the century mark in those first 2 games. And this could be an exciting matchup and the real first test for HU.
Yeah, I mean, HU had a tough defensive matchup last night against Kentucky Christian, but today will be a tough offensive matchup as both teams are dynamite on offense. And I mean, it shows with the 54.8% from the three-point arc is what Virginia Tech shot last night.
And they were led, of course, by Smithers, who's just now being introduced in the starting lineup. We'll take you through the rest of the starting lineup for the West Virginia side here today. Andrew Work, a senior guard at 6'3" out of Oak Hill, West Virginia, will start it off. Ashton Parker, 6'6", wearing number 3, a senior forward. He had a nice night last night. Didn't necessarily score a lot, but got it done rebounding. He's coming off a year where he averaged 12 and 6 last season. Braden Chapman made his debut at the collegiate level last night, scored 16 points. All-state in high school. His twin brother Cole is also on the roster for the Golden Bears. Grant Smithers, we've talked about him, and then rounding it up is Thomas Haley, who had 16 as well last night, and of course they're led by Coach George Wilmore in his first season. And now for the home Foresters, it's a familiar starting lineup for them again today. Gage McGuire getting the start with Lane Sparks, Landon Jordan, Jackson Paul, and the 2-time All-American Zach Goodline, who blew up last night here in Platt Arena.
Yeah, I mean, this starting lineup has proven itself with a 2-0 start to the season. They proved why they're in the starting lineup and why they have the minutes that they do. And of course, led by Zach Goodline, who exploded last night for points.
Zach Goodline moves into 14th all-time last night. He has a chance to jump into 13th here today. If he gets over 18 points today, he'll pass on the list Steve Yonks. He passed Brody Graber in the first game of the year, so he continues to climb his way up the Forester history books, and man, what a find he's been for Corey Alford.
Yeah, I mean, Landon Jordan is so huge in what HU wants to do here with this program. And of course, he will be given plenty of opportunities with that because of the 2-man game of him and Zach Goodline.
So we are just about set for you. Foresters make their rounds as they're ready to roll. Lane Sparks, Zach Goodline, that backcourt that's been so solid this year. Jackson Paul getting a chance to start as well. Landon Jordan, the high flyer, he will put on a show if you're in attendance, as he did last night with a couple more hammer dunks for this Forester side. HU in their, I guess, home greens today, and West Virginia University Tech wearing their white jerseys, going from right to left on your screen, HU left to right, and we are underway. The Golden Bears will start with it. Braden Chapman starts us off, coming off a fantastic debut last night. 16 points in his first ever college game. Him and his twin brother both going to have a big part in what this team does today, and Landon Jordan quickly picks up a foul as Haley was driving right side.
Yeah, he saw Landon had his hands on the top of his arm, and he just made sure he pushed through to get the contact. Smart play.
So quick foul against Landon Jordan, something to keep an eye on. That is a big reason why Coach Corey Alford brought in Roman Brewer. Give Landon Jordan a little time off. Moving inside again. First shot of the day is good by Haley, and he gets started right where he left off last night.
It's impressive to go at Landon Jordan on the first play. As I mean, he can jump so high, but he was not fearless at all.
So the Golden Bears up 2-0 here in the early goings. Zach Goodline, senior guard, working the pick and roll. Lane Sparks wants an early three, leaves it short, rebounded by the Golden Bears. Back the other way comes Smithers. This West Virginia Tech team wants to really push it. As you can see here in the early going, lefty three ball is good, and a hot start for Braden Chapman. The freshman has really shown the ability to shoot inside Platte Arena the last 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, Smithers takes so much attention off of him, and he was just open for the wide open three.
Zach Goodline with a step back 18-footer, pretty from the senior.
Picking up right where he left off last night.
Just a two-pointer on that first basket, so the Foresters still down 3. As West Virginia Tech perfect on their first 2 trips to the offensive end. Trying to work it inside was Haley. Instead, he's going to take it off the dribble. He's got the smaller Jackson Paul. Swings it cross court. Another chance from 3, and a perfect start for West Virginia Tech, as stepping in and knocking down his first 3 of the day is Brant Smithers.
That is not who HU wants to leave open here today. As I mean, he's shown by hitting 8 threes the other night, you do not want to leave him open.
8-2 early lead. Lane Sparks has it again. He's 0 for 1. Tries going baseline. He threw that one off the side of the backboard. It's the first turnover for the Foresters.
That was a problem the other night, as they had a lot of turnovers in the early goings of the first half, and they're really going to have to tone that down and get recollected here if they want to start pushing back.
You got to get out and defend against this West Virginia team on the outside. 17 threes last night. This is one of the guys that's the most dangerous, Braden Chapman. Now inside with Thomas Haley. Cross the court, nice catch there by Andrew Work. Has to put it back up top. Smithers has it again. He works the two-man game, back outside. Cutting in is Chapman, tough shot, through the contact. Can't get it to go. 3 on the shot clock, down inside, and Landon Jordan going to be called for goaltending there, as this offense looks like a well-oiled machine right now for the Golden Bears.
They're breaking down HU on the inside, which is leaving it open for wide open kickouts, and that forces the HU defenders to have to close out, and it leaves the lane wide open.
Zach Goodline has the only basket so far for HU. Gage McGuire getting his 3rd start of the year, and Jackson Paul the same. Jackson cuts in right to the rim and scores it past the much taller Haley.
He is not someone that they're looking at as like going to be a scorer for HU, but he can prove that he can score the ball when he needs to.
And a little bit of a mishap there by Ashton Parker, as the Foresters have forced a ton of turnovers from their opponents. That one not forced by anyone, just a mistake by the Golden Bears.
And that was something that held Kentucky Christian back last night against HU, as a bunch of unforced turnovers, and HU is going to look to try to capitalize on those today as well.
Goodline working off the dribble, tough fadeaway jump shot, missed it long. McGuire tried keeping it alive, but Work pulled it down. Andrew wants to push the pace. Finds Chapman on the left wing, set it Smithers, top of the key, a long ball is down, and this West Virginia Tech team shooting it at an unreal rate in their first 2 games.
I mean, he is dynamite from three-point range, and he is not who you want to leave open, and he's gotten 2 open threes here. HU's going to have to fix that.
Goodline working against Haley, a taller defender on him. Zach cuts through the lane, float shot, misses it, rebounded down. Back the other way comes Chapman and Parker. West Virginia Tech allowing some of their bigger players to bring the ball up as Jackson Paul wins an extra possession for the Foresters. And that's just kind of in Jackson Paul's DNA.
Yeah, he does all the little things on defense that his team loves, and right there he poked the ball a little bit and forced him to lose possession of the ball as he poked it out of bounds.
I believe the last time these two teams met was 3 years ago up at Grace College in Winona Lake, and West Virginia Tech got the best of the Foresters that day. Huntington hoping to change the script today. Goodline's been busy. He's fouled. It looks like it's going to be on the floor. That's the first of the day against the Golden Bears, and now one for each side.
Well, you know Zach Goodline, he is a veteran here at HU, and he knows that if the HU offense is a little bit stagnant, he's going to try to get some fouls and get some offense going.
Goodline throws it inside. McGuire has the shorter defender and Chapman on him. He goes straight to work, blocked away, and then that time a foul called as Parker got a little bit of Gage's arm, and McGuire will head to the line for 2.
That's a good sign from HU as they got the block on the first attempt, but Gage McGuire just holds strong and keeps pushing through and is going to get some is hopefully going to get some points up here for HU.
McGuire had his best night as a Forester last night when he scored 8 points. Misses that first free throw. That's his first attempt of the year. McGuire, a transfer from Emporia State, brings a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience to the Foresters this season. And that's what Coach Alford was looking for when he brought in Gage, as he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
I mean, that experience is exactly why he's starting, as he has experience playing and he wants to take advantage of that.
Thomas Haley continues to bring it up. Landon Jordan guarding the ball here. Foresters try to poke it away from Parker, who's got it now. Ashton Parker down inside, another chance. The Foresters take it away. Here comes Lane Sparks in transition. He tries a tray, it's in and out. Jordan can't keep it alive, and it's knocked out by the Foresters.
Man, Lane Sparks trying a transition 3. That is a tough shot, and it just rims out. That shows the shooting ability of Lane Sparks.
Sparks loves that 3 in transition. That time just found all but the bottom, and it lips out there as HU tries to find their rhythm offensively right now. Only 5 points in these first 5 minutes of action. Parker drops it out wide. Haley works. He's already got 1 basket. Left hand this time. Jordan, strong rebound. HU trying to get that pace going that we saw so much last night. Here comes Goodline, and that's blocked away. And another big defensive play by the Golden Bears. Haley back the other way. He loses it. Jackson Paul now trying it, and he goes in. That's blocked away. It's off Landon Jordan, and it's going to stay with the Forester, as it appears, as this game has really started to pick up its pace.
Yeah, both teams are out and running, trying to get transition buckets, and a lot of great defensive plays from the West Virginia Tech center as he's blocked away multiple shots.
So we'll take a short break. We're at our first media timeout. West Virginia Golden Bears rolling right now inside Platt Arena when we come back on FDN Sports. Back inside Platt Arena, an early 8-point advantage for the Golden Bears of West Virginia University Tech. And you know, this team last year only 12-16. They're 1-0 throughout just 1 game this season, but man, they look like a very solid squad, and they're giving the Foresters all they can handle right now.
Well, it shows why they blew out the other team last night, as I mean, their offense is, it's all about shooting, getting their shooters wide open, and they have drilled their shots, which is exactly what they've been looking for.
Forrester's going to make a couple of changes here as Henry Ehrig is in for the first time, along with Roman Brewer. The sophomore out of Belgium steps in, and Zach Goodline has it again against Work. Going baseline to Sparks. He lobs it up top. It's knocked away. Another Forester turnover. Andrew Work trying to move it ahead to Smithers. They had an open opportunity. Instead, they slow it down. As the Golden Bears work against Jackson Paul. Work inside. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, that was a tough bucket. Jackson Paul is a great defender, and he was doing anything he could to keep him, but he just put his head down and got to the rim and drew the foul.
HU shooting just 2 of 9. West Virginia Tech right now 5 of 7, 3 of 3 from deep, and that's what got them going last night in their opening game.
Yeah, I mean, the three-point shooting of this West Virginia Tech team is not something to be taken lightly, and I know that Coach Corey Alford is doing anything he can right now to change his matchups to fix that problem.
Work misses the first. He was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe last night, had 11 points. As he started his year off nicely, he does knock down the second one, and now it's a 9-point lead. Looks like we have a clock issue here early. Gonna put 28 on the shot clock. And it should be 14-5 advantage for West Virginia Tech. Now we're gonna have another stoppage. Looks like we're having some issue with the shot clock right now, as the scoreboard having some issues at the moment. I think that the shot clock is not working at all currently. There has been a lot of changes within Platt Arena, and sometimes just got to work out some different things in the early season.
Technical difficulties are always a part of sports and stuff, and so it looks like they just got it fixed, but you know, it's always an issue.
All right, Goodline will start us back up here. Foresters down 9. This is the biggest deficit they've had all year. Sparks with a fadeaway 15-footer knocked away. Roman Brewer keeps it alive. Jackson Paul in, float shot from 8 feet, rattles it home.
I mean, he has 4 points early for the Foresters. He's actually been a little bit of their offense so far tonight.
And that's because Sparks has been slow to get going. I tell you, this West Virginia Tech team has another open look right in front of the Forester bench, and Braden Chapman 2 for 2 from deep.
That is not what HU wanted to give up there, as their shooters are looking to shoot it as soon as the ball hits their hands. So HU has really got to find a way to limit their shooters.
Jackson Paul loses it on the baseline, somehow finds Earrig. Sparks goes back in, he's bumped, shoots it towards the rim. Nothing called, and it's out on the Foresters, as the Golden Bears will have possession once again.
The Golden Bears are just taking advantage of HU's defense, leaving the perimeter open, as I think HU is in a little bit of a zone right now, and that zone is not effective against three-point shooters.
So the Golden Bears look to add to a 10-point advantage here early with Ashton Parker taking it up the court. First few changes for West Virginia Tech today. Drive inside, Smithers wide open. That's not the man to leave, as he's got his second tray ball. And the Golden Bears still perfect from deep, 5 for 5 right now.
They shot 55%, excuse me, the other night, as they are a shooting team, and that is just not something you can give them.
Goodline spins through the lane, misses the tough shot. Back the other way comes the freshman Chapman. Pushing the paint with Smithers, misses that one short, and Mitchell Wilson smartly lets it go out of play.
That was a little bit of a heat check there for Smithers, as he had made his first 2 and took a heavily contested shot, which is, I'm sure, not what the West Virginia Tech coach was looking for.
Kind of got to be scratching your head right now if you're in that HU huddle, wondering where the offense has gone right now for the Foresters, and they'll have to fight hard, because this West Virginia Tech team not only shooting well but playing excellent defense.
Yeah, and Zach Goodline is such a big part of their offense. They look to him for scoring, and they have shut him down so far.
Zach trying to get going here with the left hand, misses, but Roman Brewer's there to clean it up.
That's exactly what they want from Roman Brewer, to be there to clean up the glass, and he did just that and got the free bucket off of it.
Brewer guarding a long ways from the basket against Haley here. Haley cuts in straight to the rim, and he got right around Roman to put that in for his second basket of the day.
A little bit of a size advantage from him, and a little bit of a quickness advantage as well, and he just exploits that and got to the rim.
Zach Goodline doing a lot of dribbling up top. He goes right back to the rim. It's knocked away. It looked like Haley got a hand on it, as Zach is struggling to make things happen right now on offense. Back comes Haley, and he hammers it home. And Coach Corey Alford forced to take a timeout. It's all West Virginia University Tech right now.
Yeah, I mean, their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, as you said. I mean, they're knocking down their shots. They're getting the looks that they want, and HU's defense is on a scramble right now. And Corey Alford will have to take his guys back, get them calmed down, and get ready to go.
This Nest Bros Hall of Fame Classic is something that the Foresters usually use as a tune-up throughout the years. They had an easy win last night, but right now they just don't have an answer on really either side of the court for the Golden Bears. They're doing everything right defensively, and obviously on offense getting a lot of easy looks.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Goodline, like I said, is just such an instrumental part in the HU offense, and if he is not scoring the ball very well, it kind of affects the whole team. And so they're really going to look to get him open shots and look to him to run the offense. And he's got to clean up a couple of turnovers that he's had so far.
His brother in there now, Drew Goodline, Mitchell Wilson as well. Zach has it again, works it up top to Mitch. Ehrig and Landon Jordan finish it off. Right now, the 5 for the Foresters. Wilson behind the back, float shot, he's fouled. It looks like it was Smithers getting the arm of Mitch, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Smart for Mitch there, trying to draw the foul on Smithers, one of their best player from the other night. It'd be huge for HU to foul him out of the game, and he's looking to do just that.
4 fouls on the Golden Bears now, 2 on the Foresters as Mitch knocks down the first. Mitchell, a slower night last night, had 3 points, but had a great opening night against Grace Christian. He's averaged right around 4.5 points over the last 2 seasons, and he's got an early 2 here today.
I mean, all they're looking for from Mitch is just to shoot 1 or 2 shots every game and play some defense. That's all they look for him, and he fills that role perfectly.
Cole Chapman in now. That is the twin brother of Braden Chapman. We've seen a lot of him early with a couple of 3 balls. Both of them from Beaver, West Virginia. Cole wearing number 5, his brother Braden wearing number 10. Size advantage here for Haley, knocked away by Drew Goodline. He hands it off to Zach.
That was a Goodline brother connection there on defense, helping each other out.
Zach loses the dribble, back the other way. Comes West Virginia University Tech. Smithers had an open look, but he'll hand it back off to the point guard, Cole Chapman. Haley working against Ehrig. Good defense by the Foresters. Thomas forced to pick it up. Chapman has it again, 8 on the shot clock. Drives baseline, tries throwing it cross court. Henry Ehrig pulls it away. Henry back the other way, hands it to Landon Jordan. He's fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
West Virginia Tech has given away a lot of fouls here early on, and HU is taking advantage of it as they're trying to get into that bonus, so any foul they give is free throws.
And we'll see if the Foresters can use that to kind of dig into this lead a little bit. Yeah. Landon Jordan worked on his free throw shooting in the offseason. Looks good on the first one. He's 6 of 10 now from the free throw line, and last year just shot 43% from the charity stripe. So if he can pick that part of his game up, he's going to become a lot more influential on the offensive side of the ball for the Foresters.
Yeah, I mean, he is so explosive, and he almost always gets to the rim and draws a foul. So if he can hone in his free throw shooting, that'll provide a lot of points for this Foresters offense.
Andrew working out there again with Thomas Haley. He's trying to go ISO here on Landon Jordan. Swing pass to the corner, 3-ball Smithers, and somehow he still keeps finding a way to get open against this Forester defense.
His off-ball movement is something that HU has not expected, and he is taking full advantage of it, and HU is not expecting it right now.
Goodline working with Wilson. Jordan sets the screen. Now Drew Goodline goes right back to Mitch. Nowhere to go for the Columbia City native. Goodline being guarded here by Liam Craven. It's another foul, the 5th of the day on the Golden Bears.
They're fouling a little bit too much here, and the West Virginia coach does not look too happy about it, but HU is looking to that to help score.
Coach Wilmore, very animated over here on the sideline right now. He's going to have a fun chat with his team as we head to our second media timeout. Right now, 15-point advantage for the Golden Bears when we come back. It's been a hot start for the Golden Bears here today, Ryan. So far, doing most of their work from beyond the arc, 6 of 7 from downtown.
Yeah, I mean, that's 85% from three-point range. That is a three-point percentage any team would dream of shooting every single night, and they have done just that. And HU has really not been expecting this three-point explosion, but that is what West Virginia Tech is known for, is their three-point shooting. So HU's really got to have to look to close that down.
Smithers already up to 12. All 5 attempts from deep for him. He's knocked down 4 of them. He also has 2 assists, and then the freshman Braden Chapman has 8, and then Thomas Haley, who's had a lot of the isolation chances, is up to 6 as well.
Yeah, I mean, this HU offense is not expecting the ISO game from their center and then the absolute dominant shooting.
Sparks finally gets one to go as he sneaks that one over the top of Ashton Parker, who has already blocked a few shots today. Good sign for the Foresters.
They need him. They look to him to score, and they really need him to pick it up, and he's trying to do just that.
Ehrig playing really good defense, and he forces another West Virginia Tech turnover. That time, Braden Chapman was trying to get open but couldn't do so. And you know, Ehrig's not going to be a big scorer, but he is a great defender on the perimeter for the Foresters at 6'7".
Yeah, they look to him for his perimeter defense and the length that he provides there, as well as his rebounding, as he is one of the better rebounders on this Forester team.
Goodline trying to get it going. Now 1 for 8 as he leaves that three-pointer short. Back the other way comes Colt Chapman. Chapman, the freshman, working against the senior Goodline. Out wide, another 3-ball to his brother, and the Chapman bros knocking down shots right now. Largest lead of the day, 16 for West Virginia Tech.
I mean, they're getting the exact shots that they want, and it's showing with this lead.
HU gonna have to find some answers on offense right now as Drew Goodline's in there to try to provide some of that. Lane Sparks on the left wing. Sparks tries pulling up now. He's got it. He's up to 5, and he's someone that can pull you back into a game.
Yeah, they're looking to him to pull them out of this deficit, and he is looking to do that. He has the hunger in his eyes right now to score.
HU's got to get some stops right now on this side of the floor. They've held opponents so far this year to just 60 points per game. Golden Bears right now already halfway there. They'll work it inside to Ashton Parker, 6'6" senior working against the shorter Drew Goodline. He gets to the rim, scores it plus the harm, and right now just no answers for really both type of styles that West Virginia Tech has going offensively.
Yeah, I mean, they're really abusing the switches that HU is doing, as they're getting the smaller defenders on their big men, and they're using the ISO game to score. And HU is forced to help because of that, which is leaving their shooters wide open, and HU has got to find an answer to that.
So Parker will go to the line to try to make it a 16-point lead. He misses it. It's 32-17 here, so the Foresters dodge a bullet there at the charity stripe. Joel Dyer in out of Australia for the first time for HU today. Zach Goodline gets a break. Lane Sparks looking for another, throws up a crazy shot, and it looks like he'll head to the free throw line, where so far this year he's been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, HU is looking to counter this West Virginia Tech shooting with some shooting of their own, adding in Joel Dyer and Lane Sparks and Drew Goodline, all great shooters. They're looking to go toe-to-toe with their shooting.
That is the second foul on Braden Chapman, as he'll have a seat after the first free throw from Sparks is good. And, you know, HU has to have Sparks and Goodline go to really be a top team in the conference. Of course, the other guys sprinkle in some buckets as well, and it helps, but those are the two guys that make this team go, and that's been the case the last 3 seasons now.
Yeah, I mean, those two as well as Landon Jordan, if those 3 aren't scoring, the HU offense does dry up a little bit, and they're looking to them to score.
Ashton Parker works in against Joel Dyer, shoots it up, and then on the backside to finish off the second attempt was Andrew Work. Dyer behind the back pass, Landon Jordan, spin move and a slam, and a nice play there by the junior to get his scoring started today.
That is exactly what HU needs, a little bit of a spark on offense, and Landon Jordan providing just that.
Continue to use those ball screens up top. Now Cole Chapman has a chance from 3, and a rare miss from West Virginia Tech, ripped away by Henry Ehrig.
Henry doing exactly what they want him to do, rebounding.
Drew Goodline from 3, can't get it to go. It falls down to Work. And West Virginia Tech back the other way, but Ehrig's going to pick up a foul there in the backcourt.
Zach Goodline coming back into the game for the Foresters. They're going to look to him to run the offense a little bit here.
Drew Goodline will take a seat as Jackson Paul comes back in as well. And Zach Goodline in the game is Henry Ehrig, called him Ehrig all last year. Learned this year, it's actually Ehrig. So either way works, they say, but we'll make sure we keep it right here this afternoon.
They're
Parker,
going a little bit smaller.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here.
Yeah, they are, and maybe that's to maybe get some more shooting out there. We'll see. This has been a tough place to defend against West Virginia Tech. Work against Jackson Paul. Good hands by Jackson. Little 15-footers, perfect at the free throw line from Haley. This West Virginia Tech team shooting 14 of 19 in this first half. Sparks has 7. He's looking for some more. He's bumped off his dribble. That'll be another foul from Smithers, and it should produce a 1-and-1 chance for the Foresters.
Lane Sparks sees the size mismatch on Brant Smithers and decides to go to work on him, drawing his second foul, which is huge for this Foresters defense.
So Sparks will have a 1-and-1 chance here. He's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far this afternoon, up to 7 points. Sparks, the lefty, perfect on the first. So HU going to have opportunities to go to the free throw line after every foul from West Virginia Tech for the next 6:33. We'll see if that allows them to try to cut into this early deficit of now 13.
I mean, you know Zach Goodline will be looking to take advantage of that, as he is very good at drawing fouls, and this West Virginia Tech has shown that they foul quite a bit here early on, and they are looking to, and HU is going to look to that.
Andrew Work turns it over there as Jackson Paul creates a jump ball, and that's the second time Jackson Paul has won his team an extra possession.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, he does all the little things that his team appreciates, and he is so valuable to this team because of those little things that he does.
Foresters trying to draw a little closer here with Zach Goodline taking it through the lane. Little Euro step, drops it off to Landon Jordan. He didn't get the finish, but he'll head back to the line for 2 as Andrew Work kept an easy basket away from Landon.
Yeah, I mean, they're lucky that Landon Jordan didn't finish that, as he usually finishes off those passes from Zach Goodline, but heads-up play for Virginia Tech to not give away the easy layup or dunk.
Force Jordan to go to the line for 2. First one up and good. He's 2 for 3 from there today, and even at 66%, you feel like you'll take that out of Landon Jordan, who struggled from this spot last year.
I mean, any kind of improvement a coach will gladly take from their players, and Landon Jordan has worked really hard to improve that part of his game, and it shows.
Foresters back within 11. Coach Corey Alford and Jared Yock, the assistant coach, trying to push their team to another stop. They've got one here. That one's knocked away, and the Foresters have possession as the hustle from HU is starting to make things more difficult for West Virginia Tech.
They're also not giving open threes to the West Virginia Tech and making them go to that ISO, as they fully trust Landon Jordan's defensive ability to help them come back here.
Lane Sparks will bring it up the court, tries working with Landon Jordan. Back up top to the senior guard, Zach Goodline, goes behind the back, knocked away. Another HU turnover. His Work was sneaky. Work pushing the pace inside and goes right past Landon Jordan and Zach Goodline, and that's a swing in momentum there as HU had a chance to cut it to single digits.
Yeah, they really needed that. It started with their defense and it led to offense.
Back the other way, Jackson Paul, he's up to 6, and it's all been right around the rim.
Yeah, Jackson Paul is showing that he can get the offense going if he really needs to, but they are still looking to Zach Goodline.
Up top, Smithers has it. He's got 4 threes already. Double team here, and a travel called as this West Virginia Tech team starting to turn it over a little bit, now up to 9 in the first half.
Yeah, HU is known for causing turnovers on the other teams, and they are doing just that with their defense. They're suffocating their ball handlers and making them turn it over.
Coach Wilmore not happy with some of these calls going against his team right now. HU hopes to cut into this lead and make it a single-digit lead for the Golden Bears. Paul outside, Zach Goodline, shot fake through the lane. Nice job by Roman Brewer to seal off Parker, and the floater's good. HU back within 9, and that forces a Coach Wilmore timeout as the HU Foresters now on a little bit of a run.
Yeah, HU looks at Zach Goodline, and he got exactly what he wanted there. And West Virginia Tech coach is not happy with it at all. You can't give Zach Goodline a wide open floater like that.
Really, the biggest part about that, though, is Roman Brewer getting in a good spot and allowing Zach Goodline to get right to the rim. It's been a tough shooting day so far for Zach Goodline, as he's only 2 of 9, but Brewer almost should get the assist there from keeping the shot blocker Parker away and allowing that little 10-foot floater to drop in.
And that's such an important role for the big men to play in. That is to keep the other team's big man from being able to defend those floaters and those inside layups. And Roman Brewer showing his basketball IQ there and preventing any chance of erasing that shot.
And the thing about really good scorers, and one being Zach Goodline, who, is approaching 1,800 career points here at HU, they might have a tough day shooting, but they're going to keep going. And, Zach Goodline could still end this game with 30 points. He's got that ability to take over and really just push his team back into this game, and he's trying to do his best now.
Yeah, he is such an offensively skilled player. He has one of the best ball handles in the league. He runs the offense very smoothly, and when he gets going, it is a scary thing for the opposing team, as he can just light it up from anywhere on the court.
Coach Wilmore finishes off his full timeout there. He's got to be pleased with how his team has come out and played against a top 15 team in the country. It's his first year as a head coach, and you can tell this team's moving in the right direction right now.
Yeah, he really implements a shoot first, ask questions later type of offense, and it's worked out for them so far.
Parker loses his balance, somehow able to find Chapman in the corner, who misses, but it's kept alive, and it looks like Jackson Paul had a hold of Parker's jersey there. They got that offensive rebound.
Yeah, Jackson Paul, the smaller defender there, couldn't quite get up with the play, and he ended up committing a foul there.
West Virginia Tech will have it right underneath their own basket as Work drops it off inside. Chapman up top, inside through the defender. He's fouled by either Roman Brewer or Gage McGuire. That'll be a couple of free throws coming for Braden Chapman.
Looks like it was against Gage McGuire, as he just barely hit him on the arm there, which was enough for the ref to call the foul.
Braden Chapman, just a freshman last night in his first ever college game, 16 points. Obviously an incredible debut and a really good shooter. And today, he's already up to 12 with that free throw. And what a piece to hold on to for the next 4 years if you're a Golden Bear fan.
Yeah, I forget what year Brandon Smithers is, but to have that electric offensive player in Braden Chapman to hold it down for another 3 years is very nice for this team.
And Smithers only a sophomore, so those two are going to be around for a while and really doing some good things for this West Virginia Tech team. Sparks thought about a three on the wing. Instead, he dribbles in, still going towards the basket. Can't get the roll, kept alive by Brewer, and he sticks it back.
Showing some European basketball there, doing anything he can to get that board. He is a bulldog down low on the rebound.
Brewer, 2 offensive boards, both of them leading to layups for him, and that's exactly what Coach Alford needs from his big man from Belgium. Back the other way comes West Virginia Tech. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball, and it is, as Sparks came over and ripped that one away from Haley. It'll still be Tech's ball.
This HU defense is doing anything they can to crumble the offense of this West Virginia team. As they had a flow, a good offensive flow throughout the first half, and HU's defense has really picked up here, and it's helped them out.
13 on the shot clock, able to knock it away there was Roman Brewer. This is what this Forester team does, defend with the biggest man on the ball. Work at 6'3", trying to get over the 6'9" Brewer. This time he drops it in. Haley's got it. Working against the smaller Jackson Paul. Goes straight into the chest and scores it with the left hand.
That is not what you want to give up if you're HE. You can't have a smaller defender on Haley, as he will take advantage and he will get the bucket from it.
Jack Goodline loses the handle. Roman Brewer has it inside. Tries to clear space. Drops it off. And a nice look to Gage McGuire, who has his first lay-in.
I mean, he scored a couple times inside, so West Virginia Tech's trying to shut that down, and it left the wide open Gage McGuire there.
West Virginia Tech team moving at a different speed right now as Roman Brewer has another steal. He tries going coast to coast. Roman to the rim, blocked away by Work.
And he got up there for that block.
Now a 3-ball in transition and a big shot there by Chapman. What a swing by West Virginia Tech as they're able to connect on another three-pointer.
Yeah, that's a huge shift in momentum for them as they were losing a couple of possessions and missing some shots, and that was a huge shot for this Virginia Tech team.
Zach Goodline through the lane, cut off, second attempt. Now he goes in against Work and he scores through the contact.
That is just a veteran move from a veteran player here at HU, getting the up and under to the easy bucket.
HU starting to get baskets. Now they got to combine it with some stops on the defensive end. Still down 10. And doing a nice job is Haley, who has it here. He drops it inside, knocked away by Goodline. Good hands from Zach. Up ahead, Roman Brewer rises up and sneaks it in. And now the Foresters within 8.
Forrester's picking up on offense. They're running a lot, and they're beating West Virginia Tech down the floor, and it's proving a little bit too much for the Golden Bears.
Crowd coming alive a little bit now for the Foresters. Is this the closest their team has been in a while? Off the dribble, Ashton Parker working, cross court, 3-ball attempt, not there. Now the floater, missed long, rebounded by Gage McGuire. Zach Goodline comes and gets it. This could be a big possession in this game early for the Foresters. Zach Goodline off the dribble, trying to find an open spot. Sparks has an open tray. He's got it, and the Foresters are within 5. A huge run right now for HU.
Lane Sparks doing what Lane Sparks does best, and that is drill open shots off the Zach Goodline pass, and he has proven why he is such an important scorer for this HU offense.
This team won't go away. Right now, West Virginia Tech looking for an answer back on the other side. They'll go to their go-to man, Thomas. He loses it. Forrester's fouled, and Lane Sparks is going to head to the free throw line for another 1-and-1 opportunity.
West Virginia has fallen apart a little bit here on the offensive end as this HU defense has picked up tremendously as Lane Sparks has dived on the ball multiple times and they have not expected it at all.
Unbelievable job by Coach Alford putting different players in right now, trying to feel what's going to work best. And Roman Brewer and Gage McGuire kind of sparked this run, but then you go to the spark himself, Lane, who continues to light it up, scoring most of the points for the Foresters on any given night.
Yeah, I mean, he's really had to experiment with these lineups here as, I mean, the original starting lineup was a little bit stagnant through the first part of this quarter, but the Roman Brewer really proving to be an instrumental part of their offense and defense so far.
And it looks like Thomas Haley has some blood on the jersey right now, so they'll have to take a little bit of a break to clean that jersey up. Looks like it may be coming from his mouth, and maybe they have a extra jersey for him on the side as Coach Corey Alford talks to his side. Sparks, though, you know, already up to 13 points. He reached the 1,000-point mark in the first game of the year, and he may be well on his way to being a 2,000-point scorer. We know Zach Goodline's going to get there this year, but that is so rare to have two on the same team. And, man, this backcourt's brought the Foresters right back into this game, only down 3 now.
Yeah, I mean, HU has two dynamic scorers in Lane and Zach Goodline, and it really shows as their offense is so good.
Good defense here by HU again. Andrew Work goes inside. 3-ball for Smithers, and he puts this crowd to sleep for a little bit as he's knocked down another 3-ball.
That's not who HU wants to leave open at all.
Zach Goodline, all kinds of contact, no call, and West Virginia Tech back the other way. Smithers working inside the arc this time, drops it off up top. Parker has it. Braden Chapman slows it down. 30 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock here. West Virginia Tech trying to hold for the second to last possession. Smithers had the hot hand. Can't get it going off the dribble, cross court. Here comes Braden Chapman downhill, drops it inside, and an easy look for Thomas. Excuse me, that was Parker there. Foresters hold for the last shot here. Down 8 in this first half. Good line. Through the lane, bumped, shoots it up, knocked away, and they're going to count it there as that's goaltending on West Virginia Tech. Goodline will get the basket, and HU looks to only be down by 6 at half.
Yeah, the defender a little bit late there on the jump, and it just hit the rim before he got a hand on it.
So one final shot here from Smithers. You never know with the way he's shooting, and that one is off the side of the rim and out, and that will take us to halftime. It is 50-44 high flying first half for the Golden Bears. And when we come back, we'll update you on some stats from that first half, and we'll have Coach Corey Alford join us for his halftime interview. We'll be right back on FDN Sports.
It's indeed a privilege at the Ness Brothers Hall of Fame Classic each year at halftime of this game to honor those who are being inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame here at Huntington University. Today we are honoring 4 individuals who represented Huntington University with distinction during their years wearing a Forester uniform with their induction into the Huntington University Athletic Hall of Fame. 2 who were recognized in absentia earlier today were Mark Canada, a wrestler who competed for Huntington from 1976 to 1980. He's currently the president and CEO of Marketplace and Development Enterprises and an attorney for the law firm.
I'm Megan Hosteller. I'm the producer of the In the Beginning, Our Purpose event, and currently we are getting ready for Britt Nicole to come in and just have an intimate worship night with here at HU with all of our students. We're currently getting ready for the camera team to come in, as well as the lighting and everything like that. Our whole team has just put in a lot of effort and time into this event, and we're just really excited to see how it pays off.
One of the big goals for this project is from our community. We want to bring people into this worship night to come in and have a really great experience, to be impacted. We want people to come in and worship God, and ultimately the goal is about finding our purpose. A lot of people are trying to figure out, hey, what's my purpose? Where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing the next 5, 10 years? There's going to be a lot of change happening. So what am I supposed to be doing? So the goal of the event is to help people find that purpose through worshiping God, through asking the Holy Spirit to grant us wisdom in these moments, grant us wisdom this night as we sing praises to you, as we receive wisdom from you, as we receive your truth tonight, and ultimately come together in a corporate community to praise you together.
When I saw the name of this, actually the first time I saw it, I think was like on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. In the beginning, our purpose, like this is truly why we were designed and created, was to worship God, you know? And so I love the name of it. I love that, you know, they had a heart and a vision to bring this to their school. And honestly, I've just been so excited, like leading up this whole month, just my spirit has felt really excited and stirred for what God is going to do tonight. What's cool about it is it doesn't feel like it's about like one particular person. It just feels like, even the way it's set up, it just feels like this is about everyone and just coming together for one purpose.
He's reminding us tonight of our identity in him, that we're sons, we're daughters, and we're loved. And so we're going to sing a song about that. We want you guys to sing it with this. It says that we truly are worth more than gold. All right, put your hands together, come on. I want to hear you sing it out, all right? If you know it, let me hear you sing it. You were walking on the moon, now you're feeling low, oh, oh. What they said wasn't true, nah, you're beautiful, oh. Sticks and stones break your bones, I know what you're feeling. Words like those won't steal your glow. You're one in a million. This is for all the girls, boys all over the world. Whatever you've been told, you're worth more than gold. So hold your head up high, it's your time to shine. From the inside out it shows, you're worth more than gold. Yeah, let's go, put your hands together, come on, hey.
Well, we had a high-flying first half between West Virginia University Tech and the home Huntington Foresters. 50-44 advantage for the Golden Bears right now at the half. And really, what it was at the end of the day, the 3-ball once again from West Virginia Tech.
Yeah, their shooters were shooting the lights out, and it showed as they could not miss a 3 in the first. I think they only missed 2 or 1 3 the entire half, as their shooters were really proving a little bit too much for the HU defense.
Smithers and Braden Chapman got it going. That's Braden right there. One of his 4 threes, just 1 miss in the first half. He had 16. Smithers, the other man right there shooting it from the right side, had 15. And then they also got involved down low, though, with Thomas Haley.
Yeah, he when their shooters weren't open, he was going to work on Landon Jordan, which is very impressive. And Landon Jordan is a great defender. He has tons of athleticism, and so he can get up really high for blocks, but he was not afraid.
Now the Foresters did kind of battle back, and we've got Coach Corey Alford joining us here now. Coach, your team got off to that slow start. You did show some fight. What allowed your team to get back into that first half towards the end?
Just better defensive effort. Still wasn't good. Gave up 70% shooting, 50 points and a half. That's not the way we want to guard. They exploited a lot of things, but we really did not start the game defensively with the effort that we need.
Coach,
hopefully we can figure it out this second half.
Sorry about that, Coach. Zach Goodline kind of had a slow start in that first half, 4 of 12 shooting. How do you get Zach going in the second half?
Yeah, he'll be fine. We just got to trust our teammates, trust the offense, keep moving it. I liked our pace. Execution got better as the half went on. But big thing is you got to get stops and go out in transition, but we didn't get very many stops that half.
All right, thanks, Corey. We'll see you afterwards. All right, Coach Alford, always generous for joining us there. Kind of surprised me coming out of the halftime break a little earlier this time, but he's ready to go for this second half and see if this team can erase that 6-point advantage for West Virginia Tech. And, you know, you got to give this Golden Bears team all the credit. The Foresters, yes, did not have their best defensive half, but at the end of the day, the Golden Bears stepped up and were still able to knock down a lot of open shots.
Yeah, the HU defense was a little bit slow to close out on those shooters early in that first half, but the HU defense did pick up against the Golden Bears later in that half, as it shows as the deficit was cut from 16 all the way down to 6.
Yeah, it looked like that game could have got away from the Foresters a little bit. We'll take you through who's leading HU right now. Lane Sparks, just 3 of 8 from the field, but did knock down all 6 of his free throw attempts. He's at 14. Zach Goodline, as Coach Alford said, will be just fine, and we expect that from Zach. Did have 8 on 4 of 12 shooting, dished out 2 assists. HU turned it over 4 times in that first half, so it wasn't the turnovers. It was really just the defensive intensity that was lacking early. The rest of the Foresters, Roman Brewer, 6 off the bench. Jackson Paul had 6. Landon Jordan with 5, 3 of them from the free throw line. And Gage McGuire had 3. Mitchell Wilson added the last 2. So it's been a balanced attack, but HU, if you look at the stat sheet right now, just 2 of 6 from 3. And then on the other side, 9 of 13 for the Golden Bears. That's a huge difference in the offensive flow and obviously the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, Virginia Tech is always looking for shooters. I mean, that is how their offense flows. Is they look for shooters first, and if that isn't there, they go for the ISO game. And their shooters have provided it, so they really look to them for scoring. And HU has found a way to limit the shooters a little bit at the end of that first half, and they're going to look to keep doing that.
We'll see if HU can come out with some of that defensive intensity that Coach Corey Alford expects after that halftime message. I'm assuming that wasn't the most pleasant halftime experience for this Forester side, but Coach Corey Alford prides himself in being someone that stays rather calm on the sideline. You'll see that all year long. He got 1 technical foul last year, and it was really just because he threw a water bottle back behind him towards the bench. So he's someone that stays very calm, and he wants his team to kind of follow that lead, and you can see that through his leaders. They stay engaged no matter what. If they're down 16, if they're up 20, they're still fighting, and right now they're trying to fight back in this game and stay perfect on the young year.
Yeah, I mean, one of those leaders, Zach Goodline, though he had a rough first half going 4 of 12 from the field and 0 of 1 from three-point range. He still ended up with 8 points as he digs deep and he gets into his bag for scoring, as he does have a very big amount of offensive scoring, and they really look to him to do it, and he remains cool and collected just like Corey.
So HU will start with it coming out of the half. They'll start with the same 5 that began the game, as it's Jackson Paul sitting into Zach Goodline, Lane Sparks, Landon Jordan, and Gage McGuire out there for the Foresters. They'll start with Lane Sparks. He had the best half for HU. Goodline cuts towards the baseline, flips it up, knocked away. Landon Jordan keeps it alive, but then pulled down by Work. Loose ball. Jackson Paul tried picking it up. Instead, it's Braden Chapman. First opportunity missed for Zach Goodline as he still tries to find that rhythm offensively. It's a good look from Zach. We expect him to make more of those than he misses, and a little company right here in front of us as HU forces a turnover.
Yeah, that is all Jackson Paul right there, showing his defensive prowess and forcing them to make the bad pass, and it goes out of bounds.
12th turnover for the Golden Bears. That's really the only negative that they've had today. Their shooting has really made the turnovers not that big of an issue. Down low goes McGuire, swings through, baseline, down inside, and Goodline picks up the loose ball. Jackson Paul through the lane, trying to get it going again. He's fouled, and it looks like they're going to send Jackson to the line for 2 there, as Ashton Parker went up and over and bumped Jackson on the drive.
I'm sure Corey is really liking the aggressiveness of Jackson Paul on the offensive end. He scored 6 in that first half, looking to add 8 here. And, he is not usually known for his offense, but he has provided a little bit of a spark on the offensive end for HU.
So JP will be at the line. His first attempt is good. Jackson has worked really hard on his shooting ability. He wasn't known as really a shooter coming out of high school and still doesn't take a lot of threes, but man, this is one part of his game that's has really, I guess, jumped up and taken that next step.
Yeah, he knows that he wants to get to the free throw line, and so he works on it every single day, and it shows as he makes a lot of free throws.
Parker, the one bringing it up right now, working out there with Andrew Work. Loose ball picked up by Landon Jordan. Foresters trying to get as close as they've been in a while. Lane Sparks with the answer, and he has brought the Foresters right back into this ball game.
And there goes Lane once again, showing his offensive prowess and hitting the wide open corner 3 off the dish from Zach Goodline.
Foresters back on the defensive end. Lane Sparks, one of the best scorers in all the Crossroads League, and you can mark that as nation now. Smithers has it, working with the twin brother Cole Chapman. His other brother Braden out there as well. Andrew Work late in the shot clock, 6 on it. On the baseline, working against McGuire. Tough jumper, and it's pure from Andrew Work.
That is a nice shot from the Golden Bears there, as their offense was not flowing very well there, but their player bails them out with a nice little fadeaway jumper.
52-49, HU down 3 here. Sparks has the triple. He's working it with it again. Now McGuire inside. 2 defenders inside for West Virginia, and that's a foul there as Ashton Parker appeared to be on the floor, and I think that's the right call as McGuire couldn't get his footing to go to the hoop.
Yeah, I was surprised there wasn't a call at first, as there was a lot of contact down there, but the ref eventually called it, and I do think it was the right call.
We'll wait and see who that was on, as it looks like Braden Chapman's going to pick up the foul. I thought it was actually Parker. Instead, it's Chapman, and that might be his 4th on the day.
Yeah, that is his 4th.
McGuire knocks it down, and HU back within 2. How about Gage McGuire? He's not lighting it up on the scoreboard, but he's made some hustle plays that have allowed HU back into this game a little bit.
Yeah, everyone was expecting the handoff to Zach Goodline on the perimeter, but he decided to take it in on the defenders and ended up with 2 free throws.
So HU back within 1 here as McGuire knocks down both. And that's a big sub there as Chapman has to go out with those 4 fouls. Parker hands it off to Smithers. He's had a nice first half. Not got going quite yet in this second, still early. Andrew Work has the last basket. He's looking for another against Gage McGuire. Nice spin move off glass and gets the roll.
That was great defense from Gage McGuire there, but better offense.
Andrew Work showing it off a little bit here in this second half as he has the last 2 baskets for the Golden Bears. McGuire caught in the corner. HU's got to space out a little bit here, and Goodline will do just that. 15 on the shot clock for the senior Zach Goodline. He drives left inside, up over the top of the shot blocker, and sneaks that past Parker.
That's exactly what Zach Goodline is looking for, the drive to the rim, and the West Virginia center a little bit slow to get over, and Zach Goodline with the bucket.
So the Foresters back within one. Every time, though, the Golden Bears have had an answer for HU's success. Andrew Works got the last 4. This time he works on Goodline, and he's fouled on the pass, as I think Zach got a little too much of the arm of Work there, and Work trying to act like he's going to the free throw line, but I think he was passing.
Yeah, he had just gathered the ball when Zach fouled him, so it doesn't quite count as free throws, but very close.
Zach's really good at that, though. He feels the contact and then will force up a shot to get to the line. Work probably could have done the same thing there.
Yeah, I mean, that's something Zach's really good at, and I think he was expecting him to do the same thing, so he fouled him a little bit earlier there.
Smithers working against Drew Goodline, who's back into the game. Gage McGuire to the bench. Liam Craven in as well. He had a quiet first half, but made some decent plays as well. He's got the ball now, and he is no longer quiet as he knocks down the tray.
It is what West Virginia Tech does the best, and that is shoot the ball, and once again, they're starting off hot here.
Zach Goodline trying to find an answer for his team as Coach Wigmore yells out instructions for his defense. Zach in the lane, 15-footer, and he gets the roll. I guess that was more of about a 10-footer there, but either way, it's a good basket.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Goodline showing off 2 buckets here to get going as he is looking to score here for HU in this half.
Craven pushing the pace. That's Cole Chapman. Excuse me, Craven was the one that knocked down the last 3. Cole inside, Smithers 3 ball, misses a shot. It feels like HU's lucky anytime he comes up empty. Drew Goodline in transition was looking for the lead, instead misses. It falls down to Liam Craven. HU is trying to take their first lead of the game, and that's an offensive foul on West Virginia University Tech as Work goes right into the chest of Lane Sparks.
Yeah, that's tough defense from Lane Sparks, just standing his ground and takes the foul, and it proves to be good for HU as they get possession now.
So HU has a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Work has his second foul of the afternoon. 2 team fouls now in the second half on both teams. Sparks working against Craven. He goes to his strong left hand. Tough fadeaway shot, misses it strong, and Landon Jordan is fouled as he has picked up another offensive rebound. And Landon not having as big of a scoring afternoon, but he's kept a lot of plays alive on the offensive boards.
Yeah, he's using his height and his athleticism to really help get those second chance possessions there for HU. And it shows as West Virginia fouled him there, which allows HU to have another possession.
Jordan gonna try to show off some of these post move, and that is an offensive foul called on Jordan. And I think Ashton Parker may have bought that one.
Yeah, he acted it out a little bit, but it did work for Virginia Tech, and I mean that is a smart play as he knows Landon Jordan is going to go straight into him, so a smart play there.
So Landon tries to keep his composure down here. We have seen a flop call throughout the last few seasons, and that may have been one there, but hey, that's part of the game, finding the right time to make something work like that, and credit to Ashton Parker, he got the call.
Yeah, I mean, he sold his part, and he did it well.
Liam Craven trying to get this offense going. Andrew Work being held up by Drew Goodline. And Work has it now, having a strong second half so far. Drives left into the contact and finishes right through Lane Sparks and Drew Goodline.
That is a tough finish there. That is incredible.
So it's 59-55. Zach Goodline this time goes to the hoop, and he sneaks it over top of Andrew Work. HU back within 2.
Zach Goodline proving why he is a natural bred scorer there, as he is just driving to the rim and getting whatever he wants.
Cole Chapman running the point. Andrew Work has been the answer, and Jackson Paul, maybe the best defender on this HU team, taking his turn now. Work off the dribble against Jackson, goes into Lane Sparks, and Sparks called for a foul down low, and it's more free throws coming for West Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Andrew Work's really showing his offensive prowess here, and he's taking it at any single HU defender that they throw at him, and he is scoring. So HU needs to find an answer to Work.
So we will take a break. It's the first media timeout here in the second half. We'll be back. Foresters battling back, just down 2. We've got a close one here with the last 15 minutes coming from Platt Arena. It's a 59-57 advantage for WVU Tech. I don't know what to call them. I keep calling them West Virginia University Tech, West Virginia Tech. Either way, this side tonight, the Golden Bears, has been rock solid, but they're on the wrong end of a long Forester run right now, and it feels like that momentum may be starting to shift.
Yeah, HU has really developed the momentum, and a lot of that comes from them forcing the West Virginia Tech to commit a lot of turnovers. It has hurt them, as they have 14 turnovers to HU's 5, as that is something that HU prides himself on, is having very few turnovers throughout a game, and they're proving that their defense can commit those to the other team.
So we await the free throws coming from Andrew Work. He's having a tremendous second half. He's up to 11 points, looking to add to that total. In the first half, only 5, so he's already put in more work offensively here in the second portion of this game, and he adds on to that with the first free throw made.
Yeah, I mean, West Virginia Tech has 4 scores in double digits, as their offense is working smoothly.
Work up with the second. That one rims off. Henry Ehrig grabs the rebound. Ehrig out there with Roman Brewer now. Lane Sparks coming to get it from Roman. It's ripped away by Andrew Work, and Sparks picks up a foul in the backcourt there. A bad mistake by HU.
Yeah, they were not. That is a forced turnover by West Virginia Tech, and their defense, Andrew Work there, proving that he has some defensive capability as much as his offense.
He's been their go-to player in this second half. Ashton Parker brings it back up the court now, as West Virginia Tech tries to add on to their 3-point advantage. About 14 minutes left in this game. Andrew Work into the body of Henry Ehrig, and that's the 5th team foul now. Now more team fouls on the Foresters here in the second half than the Golden Bears.
Yeah, he dug in and drove straight into the body of Henry Ehrig and drew the foul. Smart play.
Sending it in is Cole Chapman here. Drops it off to Andrew Work. Henry Ehrig's got the responsibility here now. Sparks switches him off. Smithers had an open look. Instead, he goes through the lane. Roman Brewer, good defense. Ehrig pulls it down.
That's about as perfect defense as you can get.
Sparks goes straight to the rim. That's blocked away. Close to goaltending there. Smithers wants a 3 in transition. He's got it, and that's another huge answer by the sophomore.
Yeah, he will shoot whenever he is open, and he found a little bit of open space there, and he just lights it up from deep.
Andrew Work continues to have several block shots. No blocks here as Goodline goes Euro to the rim.
Zach Goodline with 16 now. He's finding his rhythm, which is not good if you're West Virginia Tech.
Andrew Work going right back as Zach Goodline. Ball ripped away. Zach pushing the pace in transition. Circus shot, he's cut it to 2.
Zach Goodline finding his rhythm here. West Virginia Tech is not happy about it.
Smithers pushing the pace again, as this game's starting to get a little more intense down the stretch. 2-point advantage for West Virginia Tech. Parker working against Brewer. Good defense there by Roman. Work now against the taller Henry Ehrig. Andrew off the dribble. Good defense by Henry, knocked away by Zach Goodline. Smithers was waiting for another open 3.
That is textbook defense from HU there. Knocking it out of bounds with Zach Goodline, and now they only have 6 seconds to work a play here, so great defense.
See if the Foresters can get a stop here. It's been a tough task against this WVU team that's been so solid offensively in their first 2 games. Chapman trying to get it in, finally lobs it into Ashton Parker. Cole Chapman gets it back, fading away, misses it long. Goodline pulls it down, knocked away for a moment. Ehrig up top, Landon Jordan down the middle, and the Foresters have fought all the way back.
Man, what the 2-man game of Zach Goodline and Landon Jordan is not to be scoffed at, as it shows there.
And Coach Alford wants his team getting up and loud right now, and the Foresters have forced another timeout as they have worked back from down 16 to tie it up with 12 minutes left.
Yeah, HU's defense has picked up. They're forcing some missed shots, and their offense is flowing, especially with Zach Goodline. Now with 18, he scored 10 so far in this first half, and now he is the leading scorer.
Well, Coach Corey Alford was right. His team his team leader, I should say, Zach Goodline, was going to be just fine, and that appears to be the case. You know, it's the pace from HU now that may be causing some issues for WVU Tech as Zach Goodline gets out, but his pass, of course, is going to go down as an assist, but you have to see Landon Jordan running from one end of the court, 90 feet, dead sprint to the other side, and that got him an easy opportunity. Here's a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a textbook play from HU. I mean, the big man running the floor and just getting the wide open dunk.
And Landon Jordan doesn't miss many of those opportunities at the rim. He was the leader in the Crossroads League last year in field goal percentage. And coming in today, shooting 87%. A lot of them, of course, are dunks, but he's still strong enough and willing to work hard enough to get to the rim and get those easy opportunities.
Yeah, and he especially gets a lot of easy opportunities because of Zach Goodline, because Zach Goodline is such a good scorer that teams are forced to usually put two players on him once he drives inside, and that leaves Landon Jordan for wide open dunks, and HU's offense really flourishes from that opportunity.
And some of these Foresters aren't going to get the highlights on the stat sheet here this afternoon, but people like Henry Ehrig allowing the Foresters to get stops on defense, creating turnovers. Jackson Paul, another one, and it's just been a full team effort here today for the Foresters to fight back from down double digits.
Yeah, Henry's length on defense really proves to be a huge advantage for HU.
Foresters almost cause another turnover from the Golden Bears. Instead, they'll keep the ball here. They'll work it in the middle with Ashton Parker. Out wide, three-ball attempt thought about for a moment. Parker gets it back. Ashton's gonna have to go, 2 on the shot clock, forces up a jumper and somehow rattles it in.
That is a tough bucket. I mean, you can't have better defense than that for HU, but he beats the buzzer with a nice little mid-range.
29 seconds of good defense. Parker bails out the Golden Bears. Still a positive possession by that Forester defense. Goodline comes and gets it from Landon Jordan. Zach's starting to get it going now. He wants a 3 for the lead, and it's in and out, rattles down to work. That one looked good off the hand of Zach Goodline.
Yeah, he wants that lead.
Andrew Work now inside, and he sneaks it up past Landon Jordan. Just like that, a 4-0 run out of the timeout from Coach Wigmore's side.
Yeah, they've got to find an answer to Andrew Work's ISO game, as he has proven to have a really deep ISO bag, and he has proven it with the scoring.
Sparks dribbles through the lane. He goes up top to Drew Goodline. Sparks now in the corner for 3. A lot of work off the ball, couldn't get it to fall. Another good chance for HU, just didn't knock it down that time. Ashton Parker wants to work more against Landon Jordan. Landon doing a nice job holding his spot. Another 3 from Craven, and it's wide open, and it goes in.
West Virginia Tech getting the shots that they want, and they've gone on a little 7-0 run here against HU. HU needs to find some answers.
So HU brings it back to a tie ball game, and right out of the timeout, the answer has been the 3-ball again. Sparks, 17-footer fall away, and what a tough shot, but man, he makes it look easy. Yeah,
that is one of his favorite shots to take, is that little fadeaway mid-range off the screen from Landon Jordan, and I mean, it is butter every single time.
70-65, 5-point lead for West Virginia Tech. They're trying to run the same set here. This time they hand it off to Cole Chapman. He's got 2 defenders on him, tipped away, and then kept alive by Tech. 3-ball in the corner from Craven, and they've just had the answers. That's actually Cole Chapman with the answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough break for HU there, as they had some great defense, but the hustle of Virginia Tech proves to be too much as they get a wide open 3.
They've had an answer for every run HU has gone on today. Zach Goodline floats one up over the top and sneaks it in, and he is really starting to get it going, but right now the offense isn't the issue. The Foresters have to get some stops.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Goodline will hold it down on the offensive end. It's just whether they can get some stops.
Andrew Work has been doing a nice job in this second half. Nice move inside. He's bumped off his dribble as he passed that one over to Parker, so it'll be an out of bounds below the basket for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, Henry Ehrig is doing a good job of defending, but the quickness of Work is a little bit too much for him, as he is not the fastest defender, but his length really does help him.
So that will take us to our final media timeout here inside Platt Arena. We'll take a break with them. 6-point advantage when we come back on FDN Sports. 6-point advantage for the Golden Bears here against the Huntington Foresters in the Nest Bros Hall of Fame Classic. And just like the first half, the three-point shooting has kept West Virginia right ahead of the Foresters in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting 13 of 19 from three, 68%. That is an incredible three-point percentage. Their three-point shooting is not something to be taken lightly, as HU has figured out here today. I mean, HU's only shooting 30% from 3 of 10. 16
fouls against the Foresters now in this second half. Just 4 against West Virginia University Tech. Work now working against Gage McGuire inside, and that's going to be a block and a bucket for Work, and Coach Corey Alford cannot believe it.
Yeah, that is a tough bucket from Andrew Work there as he works his defender, plows through him, and gets the and one.
Nice play there by Work to stay strong, and he'll go to the line to try to finish off this three-point attempt. So now 7 fouls on the Foresters here. Every foul the rest of the way will be free throws for West Virginia Tech. The away crowd back in it now as HU's got to find a way to rally back again. Good line with the handles, goes up top to Joel Dyer, who's just in. Joel drops it off to Gage McGuire. He's fouled on the floor. That's the 5th team foul on the Golden Bears. Won't be free throws yet for HU.
Yeah, that was a good play from Gage McGuire to get down low and draw the foul. It provides them to get set and get another play going.
Ball inbounded the ear rig. Zach Goodline, the All-American, working against Craven, the redshirt freshman. Step back Jay from Zach Goodline, leaves it short, off the rim twice, and a foul called on Gage McGuire. That'll be free throws for the Golden Bears.
Tough break as Zach Goodline with the nice little shimmy crossover, but he just left it a little bit short there.
So the Golden Bears will have a chance to step at the line again and take a double-digit lead. The Foresters have battled back all afternoon, and really it felt like they were finally getting over that hump when they tied it up, but credit to Coach Wigmore's team again. They've just done a nice job stepping in and finding a way to battle back right out of that timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to shot making, and HU was missing their shots while West Virginia was hitting theirs.
Parker misses the front end of the 1-and-1, so HU gets a little fortunate there as Parker, not the best of free throw shooters, but he did knock down a big-time jumper that started this run for West Virginia University Tech. Goodline cuts in against Work. No one really to get it to. Now Joel Dyer has it out wide. Good defense by the Golden Bears. Now Jackson Paul trying to go with a little ISO move. Misses it short. Rebounded by McGuire. Up top is Landon Jordan, and McGuire keeps the play alive.
Yeah, that is just great hustle from Gage McGuire there to get the second chance opportunity for a wide open layup for Landon Jordan.
Foresters trying to get a stop here. Down 7 now in their home gym. 2-0 on the year. West Virginia University Tech 1-0. Ashton Parker off the dribble against Landon Jordan. Now switches into Jackson Paul, and this is going to be called a travel and another turnover for the Golden Bears.
And that is something that has hurt them here today, as that will be turnover number 16 to HU's 6. So 10 more turnovers, and that is what has kept HU in this game, is forcing those turnovers.
So Landon Jordan still out here with Zach Goodline. Andrew Work gets a break for a while. He's put in a lot of work in this second half and trying to get a little bit of rest before this final stretch. Joel Dyer down inside to Landon Jordan, lost the handle. Back comes the Golden Bears. They drop it off to Smithers. He's firing in transition, leaves that one short, but man, you hold your breath every time he fires.
Yeah, it always feels like it's gonna go in. HU catches a break there.
Zach Goodline with the ball on a string right now, working against the defense. Float game again, off the rim twice, knocked out of there, and then touched last by West Virginia Tech, and HU missing a couple of easy opportunities right now.
And that was actually just great hustle from HU, but both players went for the ball and ended up leaving both of their hands, which is a little bit problematic there.
Ashton Parker still handling the ball here as Lane Sparks waits to check in for HU. 7 points to make up in the next 7 minutes. Jackson Paul rips it away. has numbers behind him. Paul goes up top, he's bumped, and he finishes in transition, and that just might be the spark that HU needed.
Jackson Paul is that energy guy on the floor there with Landon Jordan, as he will get HU fired up in any way that he can, and he does it with the and one tough layup.
Jackson Paul has become more of a scorer here today than we're used to seeing. He's up to 10 now, trying to add another one on, and it's been the guard play of HU that's brought them back into this game, and now they're trying to fight back once again.
Yeah, I mean, their offense was a little bit stagnant there throughout the first part of this second half, but Jackson Paul and Zach Goodline have really helped them.
Parker taking it against Landon Jordan right now. Hands it off up top to Cole Chapman. Cole's hit some big shots today. This is the other guy, Smithers. He cuts in, knocked away, no goaltending called, and an even better scenario is Gage McGuire's just fouled out, and it's a three-point opportunity for Ashton Parker.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for HU, as, I mean, they fought on the board, just didn't get it, and they commit the foul for an and one bucket.
That's actually Gage McGuire's only his third. They flashed 4 up on the scoreboard a little earlier, so Gage gets to stick around, but Parker tries to add on and make it an 8-point lead, and he does just that.
Andrew Work coming back into the game for West Virginia, and that is problematic as HU needs to shut him down.
79-71 lead for the Golden Bears now. HU is going to have to combine some buckets with some stops. Lane Sparks back in. He's got 19. He goes right to the cup, and he can't finish the easy one. McGuire keeps it alive, finishes it on the right side.
Gage McGuire making up a little bit for that lapse in defensive play, but, I mean, the hustle he has provided for HU has been huge.
Cole Chapman working against Gage McGuire here. Dribbles it a few times. Landon Jordan got a tip on it, but Braden Chapman picks it up. And now Andrew Work, who's been their playmaker, goes right back to Braden Chapman. Braden off the dribble against Landon Jordan. Goes inside, flips it up, and misses the bunny.
As lucky for HU as that was a pretty open layup there.
Zach Goodline pushing the pace. Sparks to cut it down to 3, long, and it's rebounded by Chapman. Numbers for West Virginia Tech here with Work slowing it down. Good opportunity there for HU, just didn't have the finish from behind the arc. Andrew Work showing off the handles again against Sparks, gets right by him, and it's a foul called on Lane. And back to the line goes Andrew Work.
Yeah, Andrew Work and his ISO game has just been very problematic for the HU defense as he's getting to the line with consistency, and it has proven to put a little bit of pressure on HU's defenders.
Sparks didn't think he fouled there, but Work will take the free throws as Work's now up to 17, having a huge second half. Andrews first, up and good, and starting to connect from the charity stripe now are the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking to take up Brant Smithers as the leading scorer for the Golden Bears, as he has just been huge in this second half.
Work will have a second here as Sparks just picked up that most recent foul. He does miss the second, so just 1 on that trip to the line from Andrew Work. HU down 7 with 5:30 remaining in Platt Arena. Top 14 team in the country taking on a tough West Virginia Tech team. McGuire spins down low, and he flips it up and in off glass as he's starting to get things going offensively in the block.
That is just some good basketball IQ as he recognizes he is the smaller defender and takes advantage of it with the easy bucket.
Braden Chapman hands it off to Smithers up top. Zach Goodline guarding him. Now inside, falling over and losing the ball. Jackson Paul pushing the pace in transition, able to pick it back up. Lob down low, Landon Jordan to the rim and slams it home. A crazy possession, leads for 2 for HU, and now they need to stop on defense.
Landon Jordan with a little something to say to one of the Golden Bears players too as he came down.
Back up top goes Cole Chapman. He's working against Gage McGuire. Chapman working down low, loses it, and a foul is called as it's offensive on the Golden Bears. Jackson Paul stepped in and took the charge.
Golden Bears coach not happy with that call at all, as he did extend his arm out a little bit while he was going in, and they called it.
So a foul called there on West Virginia, and that'll take us to a quick break. 4:33 remaining. Buckle up during this break because we've got a tight one inside Platte Arena when we come back on FDN Sports. Back at Platte Arena, just a 3-point lead now for the Golden Bears out of West Virginia University Tech. The Foresters have had to battle back and forth all night with this really tough side coming into Platte Arena. But it's the balanced scoring right now, Ryan, of West Virginia University Tech that's kept them just ahead of the pace of the Foresters.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Work with 18, Brant Smithers with 18, and Braden Chapman with 16. I mean, that is a lot of scoring from just 3 guys on the court. And that's not including the 10 points of Thomas Haley or Ashton Parker's 9. As they just had a balanced scoring output from all their players, and HU is really feeling it.
And all of the starters except for 1 for HU in double digits right now as well. Gage McGuire has 9. And HU has a chance to cut it to 1 or tie it up here on this possession. Sparks, Jackson Paul, Zach Goodline, Gage McGuire, and Landon Jordan out there. High-low look here from Gage McGuire. Couldn't find it right away. Now Gage wants to go to work down low, tries to dump it off, goes right back to him, and now he is into double digits, up to 11.
Gage McGuire has provided a huge offensive spark for this HU team down low as he is putting in the work.
Braden Chapman brings it across the halfway mark. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4 minutes left in the game. 1-point advantage for the Golden Bears. Andrew Work has been the answer all afternoon in this second half. Chapman dribbling it, just 7 on the shot clock. HU's got to get it some stops. Long pass to Smithers. That's their best shooter, and that's why.
Yeah, he will drill that 3 if you give it to him when he's wide open, and HU's defense just gave him a little bit too much space there.
So those breakdowns late in the shot clock that have hurt HU a couple of times. Zach Goodline able to keep the handle. Fadeaway jumper left it short. Maybe not the best shot there by the Foresters.
Coach Corey Alford looked a little bit upset with that shot as he rushed it a little bit, and West Virginia Tech now gets the chance to score off of it.
Andrew Work working against Lane Sparks here. Gage McGuire now guarding Andrew. Spin move, tries to go up, blocked away by Jordan. Goodline trying to push the pace. Behind the back, loses the handle, and this is gonna be a 1-on-2 chance for the Golden Bears, and they're able to finish it with Work.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Sparks couldn't do much there as he had 2 defenders, and he had two offensive players coming straight at him, and he did his best, but great play from the Golden Bears.
So Goodline turns it over. It leads to an easy basket as Landon Jordan has it knocked away by Ashton Parker. Some costly mistakes by HU down the stretch right now as they now have to make up 6 points over the last 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Zach Goodline has it again. He's a big shot maker. We'll see if that stays true as he rips into the lane. Can't get that one to go. Jordan tries tipping it home, and he's fouled on the 3rd attempt, and that'll send Landon to the line.
Landon Jordan using his height and his athleticism to his advantage there, grabbing the rebound over 3 Virginia Tech players.
So Landon Jordan will head to the free throw line. This has not been his strong suit throughout his career at HU, but he is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe today, and you almost need at least 1 here. It is a 1-and-1 attempt.
Yeah, HU really needs this bucket here as they need to get something going, and they need to cut into this deficit as much as possible with only 2:26 left.
Jordan's first one up is no good. Well, it is knocked out of play by the Golden Bears, and that keeps HU alive a little longer.
A little bit of a lucky break there for HU as Work just tipped it out of bounds, and HU benefits off of it.
Good line into Jordan. Now Zach has it up top. Zach working against Liam Craven. Down inside to Landon Jordan. Spin move baseline, and it looks like he's fouled again, going up for a shot. He'll have 2 shots this time.
Landon Jordan noticed that Work was on him. He was a smaller defender, and he just takes advantage of it and draws the foul.
So Jordan has a chance to redeem himself here at the charity stripe. Down 6, Landon's first one up and in and out.
He has been working on it, but he is not always known as the greatest free throw shooter. He has been working on it, but it shows here tonight.
Jordan has a second chance here with 2:18 remaining, down 6. Second one up, finds the roll, and it looks like Coach Corey Alford wants a timeout. It'll be a full one, and right now you're not necessarily in miracle range. You don't need a miracle, but you have to have a stop on this next possession if you're the Foresters on defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 5-point game with only 2 minutes left and 30-second shot clocks. That's about 4 to 5 more possessions left in the game. So they have to make their shots, and they've got to defend if they want to come out on top.
66% right now for the Golden Bears, shooting 32 of 48. Unbelievable night from them. They have turned it over 19 times. So if you take away some of those turnovers, this game might be a runaway right now for West Virginia University Tech, but they just have found ways to make big-time three-pointers. They've made 11 more threes, 33-point different than the Foresters in this game.
Yeah, I mean, HU has shot quite a few three-pointers, and they just have not made it. I mean, 3 for 12, 25% from the field when it comes to three-point shooting, and only 50%. They've only made 30 out of 60 shots, and that's really what's held back this HU offense today is they just haven't been able to get the buckets to go in.
So 85-80 is the score right now, 2:18 left on the clock. And Coach Corey Alford done with his timeout as the grad assistant Alex Dawley trying to make sure he has enough timeouts here for Coach Alford to update him. As I believe the Foresters have 2 remaining, 3 for the Golden Bears.
Game rests on this possession here.
Could be the deciding factor as Chapman gets it in to his brother Cole Chapman, who's working now against Jackson Paul. Jackson trying to add some pressure. Andrew Work gets it between the circles. Tough matchup here for Landon Jordan as Work is good off the dribble. Andrew flips one up. He's bumped, knocked away, and saving it inbounds was Work. Foresters get the ball. Zach Goodline pushing the pace with Lane Sparks. He flips it up top, and it's a steal, a costly turnover again as Andrew Work came all the way back into the play to take that away.
Yeah, he came from the opposite side of the court, and HU did not see him coming, and that's just a great play from Andrew Work.
Andrew Work again working against Landon Jordan. He's not much of a jump shot shooter, but he's a slasher and driver. He does it again here. He's bumped off his drive and still scores it over Landon Jordan, who stands 6 inches taller than him. Zach Goodline trying to go quickly through the lane, loses the dribble. Jackson Paul picks it up. Now Jackson throws up a floater off the glass and scores it. 5-point game, and Coach Corey Alford going to use one of his final 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean,
and it looks like the clock didn't stop there, as they're going to try to make sure they put a few more seconds on. And right now it may come down to some free throws being made by West Virginia Tech if the Foresters have to start fouling.
Yeah, HU put themselves in a tough position as Andrew Work made a heads-up play for Virginia Tech with the steal off of the lob for Landon Jordan, and that really just is not what Corey Alford wanted to see, but it was a heads-up play from Andrew Work, and it has given them a huge advantage here.
So we wait for the Foresters to come out of the timeout. West Virginia Tech waiting to come out of their timeout as well. And this team has had answers all year long, all day long, I should say, excuse me, as they just have bounced back from any big run that HU's gone on. Andrew Work, 9 of 11 shooting now, and most of his work has been in the second half, and HU just hasn't had an answer for some of these sets from Coach Wigmore.
Yeah, I mean, they really are abusing Andrew Work's ISO game, as he has a really good isolation play, and it's worked so far.
Looks like he's going to try it again. Coach Wilmore yelling out instructions. Drive inside. Right-handed layup's good from Braden Chapman, and it's a 7-point lead again, as West Virginia Tech just has been scoring at will in this game.
Yeah, their offense is proven to be a little bit too much, as they're shooting the lights out and they're getting anything they want.
So a good matchup between two really solid NAIA schools here today. And right now, the Golden Bears look like they might sneak out of Platt Arena with a win, as the clock has started again, and we'll have to readjust. $89 points given up by HU. Over the first two games, they'd only given up 60.5 points as an average. But today, the Golden Bears have changed that story. Zach Goodline goes up top to Lane Sparks. He works against Andrew Work. Tough flipped up left-handed shot. Landon Jordan rebounds, and he's fouled, as Andrew Work's going to pick up the personal, and Landon Jordan's going to head back to the free throw line.
Yes, good work from Landon Jordan there to get to the free throw line, as any chance to cut down on this deficit at all is a good opportunity.
So Landon has 12 and 5 here today, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. He'll have 2 more coming. Both teams in the double bonus right now. Jordan, first one up and good. 5 for 8 from the free throw line, cuts the lead to 6. Problem is, when you start fouling this team, they're such good shooters, they don't miss many opportunities from the charity stripe.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to get it into most likely Andrew Work, as he is one of the, I mean, not to say that any of the shooters are bad from the free throw line, but he is the least likely to make them.
Jordan puts up the second, leaves it short. Ehrig keeps it alive. Sparks picks it up. Lane goes straight into Work and scores a tough basket. Now 89-85. HU seeing if they can maybe force another turnover, as Work and Sparks got into it, and Work looks like he's going to head to the free throw line. I don't know if we'll have a second look here. It looks like Sparks stepped up and tried to defend, and yeah, worked through a little bit of that left arm there to Sparks. And Work's gonna get 2 shots here. We do have replay if the officials choose to come and look. It doesn't look like they will, but they ask us before every game to come and look, because the goaltending rule has changed this year in NAIA. But either way, Andrew Work's back to the charity stripe. He's got 22 points on the day.
It's unfortunate for HU, as he did throw a little bit of an elbow there, but refs did not see it and they called the foul.
Should have been a 2-shot foul, and it's going to be there, as the refs thought it was 1-1. Andrew Work did miss it. The Foresters were ready to get off and running, and Coach Wilmore slowed it down.
Yeah, I thought it was a 1-1 there for a second as well, as I saw every single player jump up, but turns out it's 2 shots.
And it looks like Coach Wilmore wants to take a timeout now, as he still has 2 more remaining after that. And once we come back, Andrew Work will be at the free throw line. And right now, your only chance, if you're the Foresters, is hope for maybe another missed free throw, a quick bucket, and maybe force a turnover. There's still a lot of time, but HU's going to have to also probably start making some 3 balls as well.
Yeah, right now comes into the 3-point chucking time, is what I call it, as they need a 3-pointer to cut into this deficit as much as possible. And if it comes down to fouling, if they can hit if West Virginia Tech misses this free throw and they hit a 3, 2 free throws only put them up by 3, and they would only need 1 more. So it just comes down to if HU can hit their shots.
So it looks like that West Virginia University Tech's going to be able to bring Thomas Haley back into this game, who just got a different jersey retrieved, and he's going to go check into the game right now. Remember, he has been out since he had his jersey covered in blood, that number 22 jersey. Now he'll be wearing number 42 as he returns back into the game. It's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah, and that's not good if you're HU, as he is a high flyer and a really good rim protector. And so they're going to have to look to score from outside here.
Not sure where Haley had gone. He'd been off the floor for a long time, and finally they pick out a jersey for him. Haley was actually outside. He's back in the game. Work his second shot at the free throw line. Puts it up and has it. And that's a 5-point lead now for the Golden Bears. Foresters will need to go quick. Zach Goodline working against Cole Chapman off the dribble. Zach, pull up, 3-ball, misses it short, doesn't get the roll. Work is called for a foul as he pushed the Forester rebounder away, so HU will go to the line for 2.
Not what they're looking for, but a break for Gage McGuire there, as he did get pushed in the back going up for the rebound.
McGuire got pushed aside by Andrew Work, and now he'll go to the line for 2 shots here as the Foresters are in the double bonus. McGuire, 11 points today, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, make it 4 of 5. McGuire's added a nice little piece here today, keeping several plays alive on the offensive boards. Little offense, defense subs here by Coach Alford as Henry Ehrig comes in. Sparks stays in there as well with McGuire and Zach Goodline. Jackson Paul checks in as well. McGuire gets the roll on the second, 3-point game. Andrew Work trying to find an option. Nowhere to go with it, finally gets it into Chapman. He takes it ahead, and Jackson Paul has to just foul Braden Chapman as he was taking a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, they got the ball in, and once they have the ball in, you have to quickly foul. Otherwise, they will milk the seconds off the clock, and then you have less time to work with.
So Chapman has been an excellent 3-point shooter today, and so far in his first 2 games, 4 of 5 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, 3 of 4 on the year. Southpaw with a couple of dribbles, puts the first one up, and I'm telling you, he's got a pure shot. No doubt about the first one.
Putting in their shooters now in the game, Drew Goodline and Joel Dyer.
HU has to start making some of those threes. You know, if you continue to give up 2 at the free throw line, knock down a couple of threes, there is a way back into this game, but you'd love a miss here. Second one up and good, and Chapman continues to add to his total. Zach Goodline's got to go quick here against Cole Chapman. Zach drops it off for Lane Sparks. Long 3-ball launched up, no good. Down to the West Virginia Tech side, and falling out of bounds was the rebounder, and it looks like Cole Chapman couldn't stay in as Coach Corey Alford calls a timeout.
Yeah, now it's desperation heave time for HU. They got to put up a 3 and quick.
So 92-87, 9.2 seconds left. This game has had all the emotions involved. It felt like HU was going to get back into this game and maybe even take the lead. They have several chances at it. They just never knocked down that big-time shot, I guess you could say yet, to put them over the top in this game.
Yeah, I mean, HU has been fighting back from the very start of this game, and they fought back hard, but every single time they got there, West Virginia Tech had the answer, and that has really been the problem today.
So we will see if the Foresters can get a quick shot out of this inbounds play. Sparks comes off the screen up top. Lane launches from way downtown, no good. Gage McGuire keeps it alive. Now up top, Zach Goodline is tripped by Andrew Work, and it's not probably going to matter as Zach will go to the line for 2, but it looks like West Virginia University Tech's going to sneak out of Huntington with a win today on the road.
Yeah, and it really happened for them because of their shooting. Their shooting proved to be a little bit too much, as they had a lot of costly turnovers throughout the entire game, but their shooting was able to pull them out.
Goodline knocks down the first. He's up to 21, him and Sparks both. have 21 today, but combined a tough day shooting for both of them. 16 of 44 from the field combined is not usually going to get it done for this Forester side. Goodline makes both. He's the leading scorer now for HU. Andrew Work, the leading scorer for West Virginia Tech, and Coach Wilmore going to use another timeout to just make sure his team gets the ball in safely here.
Yeah, there is a sliver of a chance if they get a steal off of this inbounds throw, but very unlikely. But crazier things have happened here at HU.
So we will wait out of this timeout as Coach Corey Alford tries to draw up a little bit of a defensive specialist type of play here, as he's got his assistant coaches around him. And like I said, you just cannot say enough about this West Virginia Tech team. They have just answered with punches straight back anytime the Foresters have gone for that knockout punch, and they climbed back into this game several times at the end of the day. Just may come out a little too short. Thomas Haley will try to inbound it here for the Golden Bears. Throws it up top, loose ball. Eyrig has it knocked away, and it falls straight to the man into the game, Cameron Dancer, and that is a win for West Virginia University Tech. A big-time win for them as they knock off the number 14 Huntington University Foresters here today.
Yeah, they played really great. They shot the ball very well, and while the turnovers were costly for them, they were able to pull it through.
So the Foresters come up empty here today. They move to 2-1 on the year. West Virginia University Tech is now 2-0, and a frustrating loss for this Forester team, who really expects to win games against teams in this Nest Bros Classic, but that just tells you how unpredictable basketball is, and a really, really tough result.
Yeah, I mean, HU had some great plays down the stretch, but their inability to knock down the shots when it matters is what truly held them back here today.
HU had several chances to take the lead. They did tie it at one point. The biggest lead for West Virginia University Tech was 16, and at the end of the day, just too much three-ball shooting from this West Virginia University Tech team. 14 of 21 from three. HU only 3 of 14, and the Golden Bears are the champions of the Nest Bros Hall of Fame Classic. We're going to take it to the end of the broadcast here. For Preston Husband and Ryan Holzapfel, we will have more men's basketball on FDN Sports on Wednesday night against a tough Madonna team, and we will talk to you then.
That's it! Catch and fire. It's on the... He made it!